Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today I'm going to show you some settings that you can tweak to optimize your game experience in Helldivers 2 for frame rate, but also making it not completely look like a potato. But I'll point out what things you can tweak if you have older hardware and you need to make it look like a potato in order for it to run at all. So if we pop into the options and we go down to graphics, we'll start here at the top, although these top settings don't change too much. Depth of field, you can probably leave that on. I haven't seen that change a whole lot in the frame rate. Same with the different bloom effects. Motion blur seems to affect your frame rate a little bit, but I mostly leave that at 0 because after a while it kind of gives me a bit of a headache. Texture quality, you can probably leave this on high to medium. I just like it when things look pretty good up close and personal. Object detail quality, same thing, you could leave that on high, although I would probably turn your render distance down to medium, because the less stuff that's being rendered in the very far away distance, the better. That way it's just up close and personal stuff that you have to deal with. If you like being able to see problems way out in the distance, leave that at ultra or high, but reducing that down to medium will improve things a fair bit. For shadow quality, you wanted that to low or lowest. Particle quality, same thing, low or lowest. Reflection quality, again, low or lowest. That'll just keep things a little bit nicer for you. Space quality, we'll put that down to low. Ambient occlusion, you can probably leave that on if you'd like. I haven't seen this murder your frames too much, but you can also leave that off if you have an older PC. Screen space global illumination, I would leave that to off. That seems to actually change things quite a bit for your frame rate. Vegetation and rubble density, you can leave that to high. This is more of like what's going on immediately around you. Same thing with your render distance. If your render distance is set to high, then your vegetation and rubble density being high will affect you more than if it's set to low. So medium or high, you can probably get away with high on that one. Terrain quality, I'd set that to medium. For volumetric fog quality, I would set that to low, because that's going to be like particles. Volumetric cloud quality, let's set that to low or lowest, because that's going to be stuff, again, like misty clouds, stuff like that. Light quality, I'd set that to medium or to... for lighting quality, I'd probably set that to medium. You might also have to set that to low if you have an older PC. Anti-aliasing, you can leave that on. I haven't seen that personally change much on my computer, although I have a newer graphics card, so that might change things. Async compute, that's going to mostly depend on your computer. Mine was set off. You could try turning that on to see if that will improve things. That's going to be on a computer-to-computer basis, though, as is described in the sidebar. So, for the most part, that's like your kind of best bet for like a good mix of good quality, up close and personal, so stuff looks good while you're fighting, but won't completely tank your frame rate. If you're having a lot of problems because you have an older computer, you can use the graphics preset up here. The medium and the Steam Deck qualities are actually pretty good for performance. If you have an absolute potato, the lowest of the low is also probably not a terrible idea, but I obviously am doing this custom, so that's what I'm going to go with. So that's been my brief look at what I recommend for the different quality settings. I will actually just put these in the video description below if you want to skip me talking, and I will catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.